So hey guys, welcome back to another interesting podcast. Today we have Mohammed Sir from Tunisia. So Mohammed Sir's journey is very interesting because Mohammed Sir is not from IT background. He switches to IT department and now he is a software engineer. He is doing very well. So if you want to become a software engineer in Tunisia, what will be the roadmap? Like we can say complete roadmap, interview question, interview preparation and salary. So let's get started. Before that, you know what you have to do is like and subscribe. So let's get started. So thank you so much, sir, for coming. Over to you, sir.
Thank you. So I'm Mohammed Hisham Zayani. I'm from Tunisia, and I am a software engineer for now. And before I was a part-time university teacher, and then moved to Udemy in order to publish some courses that I wish I had when I was sometimes a student. And a part of that, I'm really passionate about the IT world. So I launched a YouTube channel in which I discuss some IT topics that are famous abroad, but not a lot here in Tunisia in English. And recently, I tried to launch a community here in Tunisia in order to spread knowledge and share information and help people understand the IT stakes here in Tunisia and even try to offer them a roadmap for success.
Wow, nice. Sounds very good. And sir, what thing do you think to switch in IT?
You know, from the start, I am a little bit keen for things that have problems and try to resolve them. So really the problem solving is one of my favorite things. And a part of that, based on the situation I am in, when I see the world that is moving to the digitalization and everything related to the IT, so I said to myself, why not try something new and maybe it could work in the long term. So I tried that at first, so discovering the basics, computer science basics, etc. And I find myself really happy and enjoying what I'm doing. So yeah, for that, I decided just to move on and see what it could lead at the end.
Nice, sir. And sir, like when you decided to switch in IT, so like how you confirm, like in IT we have a lot of department like web developer, mobile developer, AI engineer. So how you decided to choose this path, like one specific path?
Yes, a good question. Regarding, as you mentioned now, so this is a big field in the IT. There are a lot of specificities, and for my side, I tried to enroll in a lot of online courses. You know, there's a quote that said, "If you don't know what you want, at least know what you don't want." So I enrolled in a lot of IT courses, like for example Udemy and Coursera, and try to get an idea about a lot of fields like business intelligence, like data science, machine learning, etc. And through this enrollment, and I understood that some kind of topics or fields that I really don't like for example business intelligence. I'm not saying this is a bad department or bad topic, but just something that I didn't find myself a little bit passionate about it. So by doing so, at the end, I understood that I'm really happy resolving some coding, so programming in general, because really seeing these bugs and red lines on the IDE, really these are things that I'm passionate about, even if it seems a little bit weird. But for now, this is generally the path that I've chosen. Yeah.
Wow. And sir, if I'm talking about like interview process, so what is interview process in Tunisia?
So the interview process is generally, it's like the standard one, you know. So for example, if there's a job offer, you're going to apply to this job offer, and generally there are three steps, but it depends on the company, of course. So the first one is an HR company, which gonna so let's say test your communication skills. So as you may know, here in Tunisia, we generally discuss three languages. So the first one is Arabic and Tunisian dialect. But when we talk about software engineering, generally there's either French, our second language, or English, our third language. And it's gonna depend on the job applications because we have a lot of French companies and even multinational companies. So sometimes they require that you speak French or English or both. So generally, this test it's gonna happen in the HR and of course see how you communicate generally and present yourself. And the second part then, if you get of course accepted and succeeded the first step, it's gonna be related to the technical skills and of course they're gonna assess the things that they even mentioned on your CV, on your resume, and at the same time the things that are needed by the company. So of course it's gonna depend if you just questions and answers, or for example pair programming or test. You're gonna bring your laptop and try to write some specific code regarding a specific framework, and then maybe after succeeding this, maybe there's a third step if you are applying a position that needs a little bit some responsibilities like team manager and so on. So maybe there's the third step with the CEO or someone in the high level of the company's hierarchy.
And sir, how did you apply for a job? Like there is a specific platform?
So here generally there's some national platform here in Tunisia, but the most used one is LinkedIn, to be honest. And for my part, I understood that like there's the marketing in the company languages. So they use marketing in order to convince or try to motivate consumers to buy a specific product. I think the same behaviors I apply to myself. So I try to use LinkedIn in order to value the qualities, the things that could be really helpful in order to get hired generally. And for my specific part, I played a lot of things or used a lot of means to try to really distinguish myself and stand out from the mass. Because really, I think being different is pretty important than just being the genius and being the good one,
Absolutely.
So I did a lot of things. So the first part is really updating my LinkedIn profile. And try to give just an overview regarding my entire career, what I'm doing, the degrees that I got, the experience that I have, etc. So just here an overview, right? And then on my resume, I adapt it from to every specific job offer. So for example, if I'm targeting a Java job offer, for example, so I will highlight the things related to Java in my resume. And for example, if it's Kotlin, let's say, so I'm gonna switch this and adapt my resume to this specific job offer. And so I updated my LinkedIn profile, the first thing, and of course I subscribed to coding game. This is a platform of problem solving, like HackerRank and
LeetCode,
etc. Yeah, exactly. So if for my part, I started the coding game because this is the first platform that I've met. And so I participated in a lot of problem solving and try to even be best ranked around the world. So it's not pretty easy. It's not very hard, to be honest. It's just the game of discipline, and really be passionate about what you are doing, to be honest. So at that time, in 2 months, I think, so I was in the top 10,000 people, around 3 million, I think. It's not very difficult, not to be honest. I'm not saying that I'm really good, but just a passion and a game of discipline, to be honest. And so this is one of the ways that really helped me to show my motivation to the recruiters. And also, maybe I try to, even it's gonna be an advice for our audiences, is to share your passion, generally speaking. So if you, for example, on LinkedIn, you could share contents that you really like. For example, let's say I'm passionate about, say, data science, for example. So I share things related to data science, machine learning, maybe. And this can help you to maybe meet people with the same interests and connect with you. And really building a great network on LinkedIn is going to really help you in your career, to be honest. And a part of that, you could even connect with HR people. That could really help you, because sometimes when they share a job offer, you're going to be one of the first ones that you could be notified and maybe try to apply at an early stage. And what else? Generally, to show your passion regarding this, your motivation regarding software engineering, you could even share a content creator. Yeah, you could even share some articles on LinkedIn, not just because we have this mindset that you could only share things or articles on LinkedIn if you are only an expert. So we all of us try to learn new things, and why not try to share some knowledge in such a way and even get feedbacks in the comments that could really help you, because the feedbacks are the things that really help us to move forward. What other thing we could add? So generally this is the main process. So I really focused a lot on being different and stand out from the mass.
So how is the work culture in Tunisia?
So there are a lot of working cultures here, but I don't think it's related to the country, but related to the companies, etc. And to be honest, so in my career, I really faced a lot of working cultures, to be honest.
Okay.
But what I want to say here is the fact that the great companies, I should say the companies that really have great culture, really good find good colleagues, etc., are the companies that really hire not everyone. Really, they hire the people or the software engineers that really invested a lot in themselves, and try to learn a lot and to try to also because they are motivated about what they are doing. And so generally these kind of companies that really select us, select the people, select the job applicants and the ones that are really motivated. And because as you may know, nowadays you could really find a lot of software engineers that are not passionate about what they are doing. They chose, for example, software engineering because in order to get a paycheck or just because it's a well-paid job, etc. I understand these reasons. I'm not saying these are bad reasons, but being so, you could not exceed, you could not do extra things and try to really enhance your skills regarding specific technologies. So that's why here I mentioned motivation, because as I said, so there's companies that really select, and these one you could really even target them. But in order to get hired, you really need to prepare yourself, invest in yourself in order to gain a great knowledge. But of course, there are kind of other companies that really have a micromanagement, a toxic environment. Of course, this exists here in Tunisia, but what I want to say here is that these kind of culture, generally speaking, I know and we all know these are bad things, but I think even experiencing them and leaving one, for example, let's say for a period of 3 months or 6 months, just to give you an idea about what bad culture is, and then try and move to other culture in order to understand the benefits.
Yeah, well, absolutely right answer. And sir, the major question is if suppose I want to do job in Tunisia as a software engineer, so what salary I can expect? So
for freshly graduate people, generally this is a range between 1,000 and 1.5k and 1.8k dinar for citizens, for native Tunisian, and of course we are discussing about for permanent and for freshly graduated. And of course this range could vary, so depending the company, and of course you could find companies for software engineers that hire less than that, and you could find more. But this is, let's say, from the feedbacks that I've received and even from my personal experience, generally the salary varies, but generally lays in this specific range. But of course, through your career, gaining experiences, of course, so we're gonna evolve. But I want to mention a thing that I've learned through my career is that when you start, for example, let's say we have two profiles, so they both have 6 years of experience, let's say. So the first one spent 6 years in the same company, and the second one, so just 2 years, and each 2 years, so they switched job. So the second one really gonna have a higher salary than the first one, because moving from a job to another, really higher your salary, because hiring budget is more the raisings that you could have, sorry, when staying on the same company. So this is the thing maybe I've learned. So in the long term, you could really find someone that maybe who's not really passionate or even really master the technology that they are doing, but through moving a lot, really help them to reach specific salary. Yeah.
Yeah, right, sir. And sir, how is the taxes are there?
So here in Tunisia, maybe it could be a little bit funny for our audiences that generally when we negotiate the salary, it's the net salary. So this is maybe the number that you will gonna check at each end of the month. And yeah, we generally don't discuss the gross salary because yeah, we try to be direct, try to be straightforward about the salary and not really to let's say to be clever or really to promise you something and then you got other things. And yeah, here in Tunisia we discuss only net salary.
Oh, wow, it's a very interesting thing, for like many person, like for especially Indians. And sir, thank you so much for your advice, sir. And guys, if you get information, so do like and hit the subscribe button for more, more interesting podcasts. So yeah, thank you so much, sir, for coming.
Thank you.